There comes a time, I think, in somebody's career where if you're going to take a leap creatively, it's sort of like jump or get off the cliff, you know? So we decided to grunt and jump. I'm from Glendale, West Virginia, a small town along the Ohio River, and I live in Tennessee now. I was 8 when I started playing guitar, thanks to my grandpa who gave me an old guitar of his. I was interested in it because I'd watched him play for many years, but it was really a thrill to see somebody love the instrument like he did, and I could tell that it was something I was going to want to do. I've kind of tooled around as a songwriter in Nashville for about 2 or 3 years and actually had some success as a writer before getting a record deal. And I think that got the attention of a couple of labels, and one of them was Arista, which was kind of fun to see that all of that work and all those days that I'd been writing, getting ready and hoping that I would get a record deal were kind of being met with enthusiasm somewhere.
Well, do you remember when you first signed your record deal and I filmed you saying that you would never change?
I was told by my label, hey, it's time for you to go cut a new record. And their advice was, go off, do what you've always wanted to do. Take your time, do your thing, work with anybody you want. We can't wait to hear what you come up with. This is like when you go to Disney World and they prep you before you go on a ride. Because this is supposed to be different. This is supposed to be me at my freest. The real jumping off a cliff and going without a net was to basically say, we're going to build this from scratch and we're going to make a house record. Sometime in February I said, how quick can we build a drum room and get started? And 2 weeks later, we were going and recording some of what you're going to hear. I brought over a contractor, brought over engineers, said, screened-in porch looks good. What if we put the drums in there, but there's no walls on it, just screens? How fast could you put walls on that? He said, about 2 weeks. I said, do it. I run the risk of being predictable if I do something like I used to do. Every song is meant to stretch, to feel good and familiar, but like I've grown. They're meant to be a little uncomfortable at times. They're also meant to be endearing. It's just supposed to be real. But it's also supposed to be a stretch for me. You can look at the titles and realize that this is a risk-type record. They're not stunts, they're not attempts to shock. They're heartfelt songs that tell stories and songs that ask questions and perspectives that are new for me.
We're calling the album Wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse. It sort of means comfort zone. It comes from baseball. It's this sort of area where your swing is the strongest. I think life really is about finding a comfort zone and then expanding it over and over and over again. The minute you stop doing that, you're boring, you're predictable. It's fun to go to retreat back into that, and it's also fun to bust through that. This album is about busting through that. On this album, as opposed to this nice adjustable inflation model, I decided to just say, all right, if the bubble's grown to here, everything that's out here is on the table this time. I can do anything I think will help me make my point on a song, whether that's some other type of music or sound effects or a special guest that's not at all expected. Whatever helps tell the story is what I'm going to do. And also, as a writer, whatever is on my mind and feels like something that makes an important or impactful or fun statement, I was going to do it.